What's up, y'all? You know what time it is? You know what time it is? It's about to be that time.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
You think additional limbs are your ally? I was born with many more. You merely adopted your fruit. I was molded by mine, so much so that the world government labeled me a devil's child at 8. But those memories I have of O'Hara are blinding. You played with those memories, mistreated my friends. I'll become a devil if I must. But remind me to thank Kaiden for doing the dirty work of breaking your spirit. Yeah. But best of all, you left me your body. Demonio floor. Clutch!
Savage. Wiko Wabin season continues. Hana Hana no catch these hands in full effect, people. One Piece. 1021 is out. Let's talk about it. We got some back-breaking Batman Knightfall, Dark Knight Rises action here. People, 18 years, 5 months in the making. We are eating, Nico Robin fans. One Piece fans, okay? Oda finally put it behind him. The idea that if I put Robin into a situation, it's only going to take 2 seconds and she's going to break someone's neck. How do I get her to fight? Use her mind, right? Teamed with the abilities. That's what we see here. You know, when she puts the fishman karate attack to put out the fire and all of that. God, top 3 of the year, guaranteed. Guaranteed. I don't even need to see the rest of the chapters. This is making the top 3. Just off of the principle alone.
Brick killed a guy.
Brick killed a guy. Maybe. Probably not. But that panel is savage. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I was having a ball with this chapter during the reaction. What is this? What is this? This was just... It was just fun, people. It was just a lot of fun. Seeing Robin do her thing. Letting her get her Rayleigh Gangster Gastino flashback of the arc. Man, getting a little bit of a taste of that Revolutionary Army time. You know, one of my biggest questions with that time was basically, how did she not learn hockey? You got Sabo there. You got the Revolutionary Army commanders, Dragon. You know, I can only presume that Koala and Hack also know hockey. But it seems like Robin wasn't really that interested in learning how to fight. And I think that this flashback sort of puts that into perspective. You know, her whole attitude of just being like, yeah, okay, I guess I'll learn your little palm thing. But it was good to see pre-time skip Robin again. Or mid-time skip. Man, this was just such, you know, everything excluding the last page, but we'll get into that. Man, it's just chef's kiss, you know. I think about it and I just keep hitting that Antonio Banderas. I don't think I hit that exactly right, but the idea of it is there. Did Robin use hockey? I don't think so. Would I love it if she did? Absolutely. Full body armament hockey, let's go. Virgo style. But I don't think she did it. I think it was just an artistic flair to emphasize the demonic nature of Robin and, like, you know, the way that she put that all together.
Ain't bad, y'all. Ain't bad for somebody who doesn't know hockey.
The anime will really clue us in, but that's also sort of the problem with hockey as a power source, is that we should be able to look at this and know definitively whether this is hockey or not, but instead we're debating as a community.
I don't know a damn thing about hockey. Let me be clear.
This would be a great way for hockey to have bloomed, though. Black Maria, one of the best antagonists of this arc. In my mind, my headcanon is that she's trying to justify the fact that she bent the knee to Kaido, right? That's why she kept saying all this stuff last chapter to Robin, like, hey, you know, stop believing in Luffy. You know, these aren't her words, but this is like the intention behind what she was saying, was stop believing in Luffy. He's not going to become Pirate King. He's not going to get the One Piece. He's not going to get the ancient weapons or anything like that. Kaido is, so why don't you just give up? You're already going to get captured by us. Just give up. Stop fighting. Come on. Your will needs to just break like mine did. I need to justify that my will was broken. So I feel like that's why she's going extra hard against Robin. It's just like, how can you hold on to these dreams? And we see this throughout the series, as we have these, you know, these dreamers and then these dream breakers, these dream crushers, right? And, you know, one of the biggest instances in the series of that was Bellamy, you know, but Bellamy ended up actually being a secret dreamer. You know, he started as a crusher and, like, had this, you know, this arc there. I think that that's going to happen with a lot of these Toby Roppo, is that we're actually going to get Bellamy situations where, as long as they can see Luffy give them hope at some point, they're going to turn on Kaido. If Black Maria is not dead, which, come on, she should be.
Savage.
I don't believe that she is. The Scabbards, I do believe, are dead. Kinemon could have last words if Luffy, like, manages to run into him, you know, at some point. But Kiku, Kanjuro, Ashura Doji, gone. Inuarashi is next. We've talked about this. Let's get to the last page. And then, you know, I might jump back here. But I have been extremely vocal that, let's say I made a video. You know, I don't like to make videos about negative topics. But let's say I made a video of, like, the worst theories that I never want to happen in One Piece. Number one would have been Momo gets aged up by Shinobu or Bonnie. So when I read this, I was like, well, okay, Oda has got to be trolling. He's got to be trolling. He's not going to do this, you know? And I'm going to clip myself. I still have to find the clips. I'm going to find them. But I know I talked about it in the Reverie, maybe the pre-Reverie, other streams. People ask me this question all the time. And I say, no, I do not want Momonosuke to age up, because he's going to still be mentally an 8-year-old.
What are your thoughts about Otama and Momonosuke suddenly growing up as a full adults?
I'm pretty vocal on my channel that I've never been a fan of the idea of Bonnie aging anyone up, or even Shinobu maturing people. Because at the same time, if Momonosuke suddenly became a 28-year-old man, he's still an 8-year-old boy mentally. So that's my...
Congratulations, you played yourself.
It's going to be ridiculous. And I'm glad that Shinobu did reaffirm my belief, you know, that it wasn't going to be he ages up and then he's just miraculously this strong fighter that can go up against this person, that person, whatever. No, he's still going to be mentally an 8-year-old, which in Oda's hands could be a source of good comedy, right? There's a couple of ways that this can go. One, Shinobu does actually age Momonosuke up. All right. Momonosuke turns into this giant dragon, takes Luffy up to the top or bottom of Onigashima. You know, I still feel that Luffy's got to work his way to Kaido. He's not going to get to Kaido right away. There's going to be a confrontation between Momonosuke and Kaido. And I've always said that it's got to be some sort of a situation where Kaido's looking at him like, you have not earned none of this. You were born into your title. Now you ate my fruit. You didn't earn the perseverance and everything that I went through to train this fruit. And then now he's going to get aged up? You didn't even earn your age.
Savage.
Kaido is going to lay into this man so hard, and maybe it's going to hit harder. Now, Momonosuke is a tragic character. We are seeing his backstory in real time. I've said this before. Kiku dying, Kinemon dying, Ashura Doji dying, all of this stuff. Oden dying. Momonosuke's biggest tragedy is that his childhood was already stripped from him, right? So if Shinobu ages Momo up, that's just going to make it literal, right? He's already jumped 20 years into the future. Since his father died, everybody in the entire country looks at him as the avatar of his father, who is an older man, that he has got to take this, he has to take control of this country and lead them to, the promised land here. There's a lot of symbolism that could come from Momonosuke aging up, where, this gigantic dragon has been the oppressor of Wano. Now, if we get this giant pink dragon over here that is the symbol of good, it can change all of that, right? Personally, I don't think that Luffy is going to be on board with the idea of it, because it's still something that you haven't earned, right? And Luffy has been also on Momonosuke's ass to get to that point. Be a man. Stop crying about everybody, all of this stuff. We are in a war. Be a man. But this choice comes with consequences. Consequences that do have an in-world reversal, right? Jewelry Bonnie does exist. Jewelry Bonnie will play into the story, and at some point, I believe, if Momonosuke does age up via Shinobu, Jewelry Bonnie will reverse that, and Momonosuke will become a child again. Whether that is after the final war or anything like that, or if Jewelry Bonnie ends up showing up in the Wano, who knows, right? It is not going to be a forever thing for Momonosuke to be older. I can't see Oda doing that. Now, one of the other ways that this can go, Shinobu's power only works on inanimate objects. Or she knows it'll work, but she refuses. There's the potential for that as well. I would kind of like that. Because while there is a strong symbolism for everything to happen if Momonosuke, does age up, there's powerful symbolism there. Especially if he ends up looking like Oden and is able to, just shake Kaido to his core even more when he, transforms. That's a possibility as well. But I want Momonosuke to earn all of this as a child. We've been talking about since 997 that Momonosuke is going to hold Onigashima up like Oden did to save Wano. He's going to use his flame clouds and all of that. Now, if he, becomes a larger dragon, then the flame clouds will probably be more powerful. It's more believable that as a dragon he would become more powerful by being aged up rather than he himself, Momonosuke, because it's he's not going to, it's shonen, so if he ages up, he might end up being muscular or something, but it would make more sense if he ages up and he's still just kind of scrawny, right? Because it's not like he trained or anything like that. So I think he would still look kind of wonky. Now, this is all coming from the place of assuming that Shinobu gives Momonosuke back the 20 years that he lost. There's also the potential that Shinobu just ages him up a few years to where he's a teenager. Who knows? Oda does. There is a lot to be concerned about this, but believe in Oda. I certainly do. I feel like he's memeing the community and everybody that's been saying that this is a possibility, but there is also the very real possibility that he goes through with this.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
There's still good that can come from it, though. I still don't like it, but I'm sure that I'll enjoy Oda's execution of it nonetheless. I loved Brook's new attack. I still, we were talking about it in the stream, but I would still love for him to run into Apu and just have a little skirmish there at some point. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. But the best thing about this chapter is everything with Robin. I know we spent a little bit of time on the, the Momonosuke stuff, but that is important stuff to talk about. But I don't want to derail that this is a Wiko Wabin season chapter. This is amazing. And even with the last page, this is still an amazing chapter. I hit that room shambles real quick.
Like, I shouted when I read it. I was in the other room. Randy didn't hear me, thank God, because I was just like, ah! Like, I shouted again when I saw it. Everything about the chapter. New favorite chapter, of course.
I love strong female characters. All of my favorite movies have them. Terminator, Aliens. Like, that's one of the reasons why I love Robin in the first place. But not even because of her strength, but because of her brains. And she was able to use both in this fight. And that attack that she finished with is impressive. I don't even know how to describe it. I don't know how to like explain it with her powers. There's a lot to speculate on here, but I think this is just something we're gonna have to wait for the anime to clarify for us. And I honestly don't know how the anime is going to do half of this because of all of the, this is kind of wild. But nonetheless, despite all of that, it's still a fantastic fight. Now, one ominous thing about the chapter, obviously, is the Marys watching Robin, right? So this means the target that has already been on Robin's back is now blinking to whoever is clued in. So we should be expecting someone to try to kidnap Robin. But, like she said in the Wheel Tree, I have powerful friends to protect me, and I want to see that actually happen. I don't want another Robin got captured arc. We're gonna get that later with Blackbeard. I can almost guarantee it. Right now, no, this is the moment where we see that all of her friends can protect her. Later on, something else is going to happen that's going to get in the way of that. Because Robin is the key to getting to Laugh-Tale. We had some good wins this week, right? What did I say? We were going to finish the Black Maria and Robin fight.
Another one.
I also said Caribou was going to come in clutch with that swamp meat. It seems like Oda's entire arc for this man is probably to just pull out some swamp meat for Luffy.
Gotta be a better way to say that.
Another one.
Pause. I'm sorry. A lot of people have been asking me, what does this mean for my big theory that Tama and Momo join the crew as the apprentices? It stays the same. Doesn't change. Has Momo become an adult yet? No. Will he? Maybe. Will Shinobu just outright say no? Very possibly. So, and even still, if Momonosuke ages up, he can still join. We'll get shenanigans. Like, there's so many character things where you have this person who is physically 28 but is mentally 8 that, could still play into perspective. Imagine Momonosuke getting a wanted poster, but it's his aged up version, and then Bonnie eventually ages him down and he can go live his life anyway. Possibly I'm still team Tama and Momo for crew, and that doesn't mean that other characters can't join either, but we're gonna emulate Roger. We're still getting it, and Momo can still be an apprentice even if he's aged up. There's ways to make it work. Sukiyaki is a Tetsu. He will be the Shogun. So I think that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm pumped for this. 1022 is going to be interesting because we could really just about go anywhere. We could, some chapters, it's very easy to predict. But then, once some loops get closed, it's kind of like, okay, where are we going to go next? As far as the Straw Hats are concerned, the next thing up is Sanji, but we have so many other loose threads going on. We could follow up with this Momo and Shinobu stuff, or Oda could do, something where we wait and then he reveals it later on once Luffy is on his way up, riding a giant dragon. But I think Oda's going to take an opportunity to catch us up to speed on a lot of different things next chapter. That would make sense to me. That's what I would do. I would give us a little taste of Killer versus Hawkins, Inuarashi versus Jack, maybe catch us up on Drake versus Apu, and then start leading us towards what's going to happen with Zoro. He's got to bust out of the pack. We need to know what's going on with Marco and King. Still want Perospero to interfere. And, but ultimately, the direction of everything is going to be pushing us towards finishing that Sanji fight. If we go up top, I think we're going to see Yamato on the ropes. You know, I just put a video out talking about how I expect that Luffy and Kaido is going to get delayed. Like, round 3 is getting delayed, guys. So, Yamato's going to lose. I think a lot of stuff is going to happen on the live floor. I think the prophecy of the 9 shadows, I think it's going to happen on the live floor. That's what I'm feeling right now. Kaido's going to come down there. He's going to wreck house. This is, you know, chapters from now. And then there's only going to be 9 people standing. And those people are not going to be the people that you think are going to be. I don't think it's going to be all of the crew. It's not going to be the 9, you know, because we have 10 Straw Hats. So these 9 people that are going to be standing up against Kaido, they're going to be random. Yeah. You know, just throwing out random names like Luffy, Zoro, you know, is almost guaranteed. You know, Usopp would be a, you know, random one to throw in there. I'd like that. One of the Scabbards, maybe Denjiro, Momo, you know, like probably. I don't know. Save the rest for another video. I've done it before. I've always said that, you know, I would like, you know, like Sabo to show up or Blackbeard and have them, you know, be one of the shadows as well. Maybe Moria. You know, like we need some. There's going to be really interesting twists and turns when we get to that 9 shadow reveal. So we're at 106 members. Thank you, everybody. All right, so shout out to the new members. We got Luciak rejoined, Brother Keith, DJ BJ32 rejoined, Ben DeGear, Bow Blankenship, Scott Treese, and Andrew Austin. So thanks to you guys for, you know, helping support the channel, and to everybody who's watching the video. You are supporting the channel as well. I'm appreciative. It's great to, you know, get out these thoughts, to talk with you guys in the comments, interact during the streams. I love this. I love this. And when you get chapters like this, it's amazing. And every chapter is amazing, but this is the stuff you wait for. All right, guys, I'm gonna run, but I'll see everybody soon. I'll keep everybody posted on a break week stream because we are on break. All right, later, everybody.
Take control. Take control of your devil fruit. You thought darkness was your ally. I was born in it, molded by it. By the time I saw the light, I was already a demon child.
Savage.